Hello, welcome to the how I pack my hair and makeup kits to go on an airplane. Now I have traveled quite a bit with both of my kits, and I kind of deconstruct my kits to make them a little bit more travel user friendly. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. Then I'm going to tell you a few tips and tricks of things that I do. I take everything in my makeup kit on a carry-on, and then I do check my hair stuff. So I'm going to show you how all of that looks right now. Okay, so this is the bag that I take. It is a Mixie bag. I got this on Amazon. It's a yellow hard suitcase. The one thing that I really love about this is it actually doesn't have any wheel areas. So you're not having any of the space being taken up by the wheels. They all are on the outside, which I really appreciate about this suitcase. So I can get as much in this as possible. The rollers are super steady. I have taken this on probably 15 or 16 trips now with my makeup in a carry-on. It's super tight. I love that it has zippers on both sides. So it does make it very easy to travel with. So I will link this down below for you guys as well. So starting here, this is my foundations and my skincare bag. I have a pretty good idea of all the clients that I'm doing, so I picked out all of the potential kind of skin ranges that I would need. I do bring like extra shades that are lighter and darker than what I would probably need, just in case I need to mix. I have all of my skincare. These are all in these little airtight bottles. I'm also going to put them in a link below, and then they're all labeled so that they're easy for me to just take out and see. Then in a baggie, I put all of my other skincare. So these are just like taller things, toners, body glow, and that all goes in a little baggie just because some of these might leak, and I would rather them leak in the bag than me have to, you know, make a whole thing. So that goes in this Kitpack bag. So this is the Kitpack system. I love the system. I'm going to link that down below for you as well. And then these are the Kitpack dividers that actually go with this bag. This was the pink bags. I have basically everything that Kitpack has ever made. It's one of my favorite brands ever. And over here, I just have my kind of bigger things. I might end up throwing this in my checked bag. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided yet, but it is just my setting spray. So I'm just bringing my one size and my Charlotte Tilbury, my big Embryolisse, and then I have just a spray of alcohol. Then in here, I also will link this bad boy on Amazon. I love these little things. I normally keep my brushes in here, but I'm going to show you what's in here. In here, I have mascara, my eyebrow, these are my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have the two lip glosses that I'm bringing. So I'm just bringing a brown gloss and a clear gloss. And then all of my favorite lip liners that I use all the time are in here. Danessa Myricks, 2 of the nudes. I have nude 3 and nude 7, and then my favorite waterproof mascara. I tried to only bring like the necessities because I'm doing like 5 people. I just wanted to make sure that I had kind of color variability in this bad boy. This is a bag from my Etoile little carry-on situation. I just have my Huda Beauty powders. They are all here and labeled. These are my Patrick Ta lip creams. Those are like my favorite ones that I bring. Then I have all of my implements, my clean tools. I have lash glue, my lash applicators, little scissors, my sharpener, Lumify, all of those like different eye things are in this case. And then I have basically all of my lashes. If you know me, I'm an individual lash girly only. That's basically all I do. I do have a few little half lashes in here just because I don't have a whole lot of time. So if someone just wants like more of a natural look, I'll just stick those half lashes on and save me a little bit of time. So I have that in there. Then I have my makeup light set up. So I just have my panel light. I always flip this over just because I don't want anything to damage the front of the panel. Then I'm only bringing my little suction cup because I know I'll be able to kind of set this up by the window. So there, and then I have my cord for that, and then I have my tripod, and then the other little attachment for that tripod, and then the phone hook. So that's what's in this side. Okay, so now this little pocket, I have this little bag here. Guy has these are my 0 pore pads from Medicube. I just put them in one of these little baggies. Some dental bibs for setup. I have my Artist Kit Company acrylic palette, my little spatulas down there, and then a Touchland hand sanitizer. And then all I have there is just my alcohol sanitizing wipes for cuteness and cleanliness, and then a pack of oil absorbing sheets. Then down here I have my hand mirror. And as always, an air tag. I never leave anything without an air tag. So that's all that I'm going to be putting in there. Then this is what this side looks like. So I'm going to kind of dive into everything that I have on the side. Okay, so this is actually a lunch box. I got this on Amazon as well. I'll link that below. This is housing all of my Mio cases. So all of my palettes, I have 5 in here. These are basically like all I would need. And then I have just a few additional of my little Kitpack palettes. I will say traveling is easier when you already are a depotted makeup artist. I just feel like everything is so much easier because I can just kind of take what I need, move it around, and it's all good. And it's insulated, but it also has a little bit of padding. So I always take, if I decide that I don't want to take my creams with me, I will always put my powders in a carry-on with me. I do never check any powders. They will get ruined. You will be devastated. Then I have another Kitpack bag. So this is all of my disposables. So then in here I have my little just lint-free pads. I have a few clips to keep hair back, my little Q-tips, my big Q-tips, my little spoolies, my big spoolies, and then lip wands for everyone. I love this Kitpack system inside. This is also a Kitpack system. I will link that down below as well. The only thing I find like slightly annoying about this is that it doesn't close all the way because of the height of the mascara wand, so it is what it is. I don't really care that much. But then in here I actually have all of my brushes already done. I will link these pouches down below. Same thing, I got them on Amazon. So every single person has their own brush set in here, and then I put all of their disposables in here. So they have their own little touch-up kit with 2 little lipsticks so I can give them a touch-up. I have 2 straws for everyone, their own little hand palette, and they get their own powder puff, and then the little eye patches that I like to use as well. And then I have nice, clean, sanitized brushes for them in their own little kit because I will be doing touch-ups for everyone. So what's going to be nice is I'm just going to be able to pack all of these bags and put them in my touch-up bag and just take them with them. And I'll have their lipstick in here and everything for them. And then I'll give it to them after I do their touch-ups, after everyone eats. Because like I said, I have a pretty good idea of everything that's going on at the event. So in this second Etoile bag, I have all of my concealers. So I have my House Lab concealers, my Vanish concealers, and then I have my favorite Calorie Hideaway. These are the eye brighteners. Then I have my View set with my cream blushes and cream contours. I have 2 of my most used Rare Beauty blushes, one of my favorite Say blushes, my matchsticks from Fenty, and then this is my lipstick palette. This is all that I'm bringing for lips, besides the Patrick Ta creams. So that's all that is in this bag. So everything fits really snug in here. I try not to overpack things just so that they're able to move, but everything is pretty snug. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw my towel, and then there's just a couple like little personal things I'm gonna put in this bag. So my rule of thumb is anything that cannot be easily replaced at the destination I'm going to goes in a carry-on. My hair stuff is much easier to replace than any of my makeup stuff. Even like this bag, so this bag with my foundations and all of my skincare, this might end up needing to go in my checked bag just because I don't really want to risk if sometimes you get an asshole TSA agent that's like, I don't really feel like doing that. So sometimes I try to put those if I'm checking a bag, because God forbid if something were to happen, I could go to the store, grab some skincare stuff, and then I know the foundations I like. So if something, for God forbid, happened, I could replace this, I could replace this stuff. So this would be okay if the bag got lost. Anything else, it would be a nightmare to try to do that with. So that is my rule of thumb. So let's move on to hair. This is my checked bag. This is the side that all of my, like my makeup and a few other things are gonna go in here, but this is all of my hair stuff. So I'm gonna go through this bag with you. Okay, so I love this bag. I will also link this bag down below. It is from Amazon. So it is amazing because it comes with this little area, and this is actually a little heat-proof pad. So I can kind of just set this up and work out of this, which is really cool. It's very deep and it is very organizational. So if you're looking for something to travel with your hair stuff, so I have this thing kind of super full, so I'm gonna run through exactly what I have. So first of all, I do have minis of all of my favorite products. You can take big things on here, but I try to keep my luggage as light as possible. This is how I do that. Anti-humidity spray from Kenra. My favorite Design Me Hold Me wax. Kenra Volume Dry Shampoo. Kenra Perfect Medium Spray. Color Wow Style on Steroids. Redken Max Hold Hairspray. This is the Verb Dry Volume Texture Spray. The Color Wow Pop and Lock High Gloss. Then I have my favorite non-aerosol hairspray. I just put this in this little spray bottle just because I don't have a mini of that. Then a Got To Be Powderful. It's the best thing in the whole world. Then I know what the styles that people are needing, so I kind of didn't really feel like I needed to bring everything. I have my favorite Bioionic long barrel 1.5 inch, my T3 1 inch long barrel, and then I have my Baby Bliss. I think it's like a Ionic titanium flat iron. This is the best flat iron in the world. I will link everything down below, of course. Then this is my little mini bobby pin kit. Most of the people want their hair down, so I just have enough bobby pins if I really needed to do an updo, I can. I'm like, when in doubt, I can just DoorDash things. Like I said, I am a light packer. If something were to happen, I don't want to lose a bunch of stuff. I try to bring as much as a little bit more than what I think I'm going to need. So I have clear elastic, black elastic. These are just little bungee cords. I have white and black. I have black bobby pins, and then I have a mix of bronze and blonde bobby pins in here. I actually got this little organizer at the dollar store a really long time ago, so I don't think I could find, it was holding safety pins when I bought it. So in this little plastic baggie, I have some U-pins and then just a couple of regular hair ties. That is going to go in this little side pouch here. Here I have clean duckbill clips and regular clips. These are the same little pouches that I got on Amazon. Then I have all of my clean combs. This is all of my pomades, edge slicker, and this is a little of Tame Wild paste. I don't really know what happened here. Unfortunately, a lot of product just corrodes plastic, so, you know, you do what you gotta do. Then I have some slicker brushes, and then I have 2 of these brushes. I will be able to clean stuff in between, so I only need to bring 2. I'm not really worried about it. I will be able to clean everything as I go, and then I have some hair nets here. So yeah, that's really all that I'm bringing. It all fits in this little thing, and yeah, I'm like super pumped that I was able to get everything so small and tiny. So let me put all this back. And like I said, this goes right back into my checked luggage, just like that. And then I will finish packing everything, and then that will get checked. Okay, so I just want to kind of talk to you about some different things that I have learned when it comes to traveling, what I do take, what I don't take, and different things that I avoid. So I have TSA pre-check and clear. So I feel like my experience going through TSA is a little bit easier than like if you were to go through the regular line. If you travel regularly or even semi-regularly, I think TSA pre-check and or clear is a really good option to have. I get clear free through my credit card, so you know, if that's something you want to do, it's also a really good option. Like I said earlier in the video, when it comes to liquids and creams, the rule of thumb is if I cannot replace it easily when I get there, I'm gonna just take it on the plane with me. Same thing, like if it's breakable, powders, anything like that is going to come with me in my carry-on so that I am in possession of everything the whole time. Brushes, powders, lashes, tools, all of that has to come with me because God forbid the airline loses my bag, something happens. I'm still able to do the job. I still have all of my stuff. I always get there the day before, so I'm getting there and I have plenty of time. If God forbid something happens, I either can re-get my bag or if I have to go purchase all the things that I need, I can go run to a store, I can go buy the foundation shades that I need, get some skincare stuff, be on my merry way. Same thing with my hair stuff. I don't worry too much about my hair stuff because, like I said, I can go hit up the professional hair store. I'm out there, get all the stuff that I need. It's a rule of thumb that I always go by. Now, this is for domestic United States flying. I don't know about global flying. I know that that's a whole different thing. So I'm really just talking about domestic flights here in the United States. But that is how I travel as lightly as I possibly can as a hair and makeup artist. If you can depot as much as possible, I just, in my regular life, depot as much as possible. Now, I know some people take like their entire kit, like my Etoile kit. I prefer to kind of have a little makeshift setup. I just don't feel like I need to bring my entire kit for the most part. If I'm not doing a wedding, or like I ask a lot more information if I'm traveling somewhere. So like I have photos of all of my clients. So I know what their skin tones are. I know what they need. They all have provided me with inspiration photos as well. So I'm not gonna be like taken off guard if they're like, oh, I want a smoky eye with orange glitter. And I'm like, oh shit, I left my orange glitter at home. You know what I mean? So I am kind of aware of like the type of people and what they're wanting on the day of, so that I am able to fully prepare for that. I would recommend, if you're doing like destination weddings and stuff, ask for all of that stuff in advance. That way you feel fully prepared. I also make a checklist on my phone of everything just to make sure. I always kind of run through everything multiple times. I double check everything. But I always also go through what's left over of my kit and just take inventory of what's left over. Do I feel like I need this? Do I feel like I don't need this? Bringing your proper sanitation stuff. So I bring my alcohol wipes, I bring Clorox wipes, alcohol, spray down just in general. And then, you know, I bring all my stuff to like clean my brushes out and everything as well. I also have an Amazon storefront where I have a full like travel mini list of stuff for other makeup artists. So all of the bags and most of the things that I get are from Amazon. So I will have all that linked down below. I'll have the Kitpack system and all of the bags and stuff that I use also down below for you. If there are any particular questions that you have about flying or what I do to prepare or how I get destination jobs, leave them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer them in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.